Y'all, Robyn, Debra, and Charrisse are somewhere saying, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Well, we haven't because they're all filming. Like the video's my intro plays, we got to get right into it.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Okay, guys. So, firstly, I want to say thank you to Kia. She was actually the one who sent me the Latasha Scott interview that I showed you guys on my last video. So, shout out to Kia. But let's get right into this because I don't know. I'm actually not mad. Maybe the Debra came as a surprise, but all of the girls are currently filming RHOP. That includes Mia, Wendy, Candice, Gizelle, Robyn, Debra, the Pretty Young Things, Charrisse. They're all back. And, you know, Debra was the biggest surprise, but then again, she's not because Ashley really pushed her on us. So I'm not super surprised, but this is what I want to see. We all know that Katie has come out with allegations that she and Charrisse were involved in some type of how do I say this romantic tryst. So that's what's being alleged by Katie. I want Katie back. This would be a great time. I know everybody says, you know, when she's ready and she's healed up and ready to be on camera, but Katie says she's ready. So if Katie says she's ready, I'm ready for Katie. I would love for Charrisse to talk about that. In terms of Robyn and Juan, there's no way that they were going to let Robyn go this season. And we'll get into all of the interviews Ashley, Gizelle, and Candice have done at the end of this video. But there's absolutely no way that they could have let them go. They drove Potomac to trend every day for, I don't know, weeks after the show had ended. So people might say, oh, you know, the paywall thing, and they didn't expose it till after. This might have been a blessing in disguise because I felt like they were giving Robyn a send-off initially, and that is why Robyn had to film her wedding, and they put it at the end of the show. Perfect, like, nice bow. Everything is tied up by Robyn, similar to what happened to Cynthia Bailey. After she got married, the storyline had exhausted. Y'all remember, Robyn has a background in PR. So this might have been like a maniacal plan to keep her on the show, and it worked. So, Debra. Now, you know, Candice calls her Sesame Street. I don't necessarily want Debra back. I think that when she tried to say those things about Chris and Happy Eddie, which I did not like the Happy Eddie, you can't be happy now. You can't even, you know, smile at this point with these particular group of women. I didn't like it. And Candice not giving her the time of day really shut her down. So I'm surprised that she will be back and filming again, even if it is an Ashley event. Now, here is why they could not let go of Robyn. Every interview that these ladies have done about Potomac has centered around Robyn. And Ashley was doing some form of a stand-up. I'll let you guys hear that in a minute. She was talking about Robyn. And that stand-up seemed dry, y'all. It seemed real dry.
Do you believe Robyn's story about Juan's female friend?
No.
You don't?
What do you mean? What's the question?
The question is, do you think more happened
That was really quick. Gizelle does not believe it.
with Juan and the female?
I think that his story to Robyn is hard to believe.
Okay.
Yes.
And have you told her that?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, Gizelle, the stories that your ex was telling you was kind of hard to believe too. But that's a whole nother story. But once you get Gizelle talking about it, Gizelle is pretty maniacal herself. Gizelle isn't going to say or paint somebody in a bad light that she doesn't want to. she and Robyn, it is now my opinion, they did this to keep Robyn on the show. And it might have worked. And it might even get Robyn a raise because everybody's going to be talking about Juan getting fired. They're going to be talking about the lady he's always hanging out with from Coppin State. And they're going to be talking about this paywall thing. Let me let you hear what Candice had to say. Shout out. Candice is really like, Candice was the one who everybody said was going to not make it on the show, but Candice has really turned that corner. Now, I will say she will have a target on her back next season. She's definitely going to have a major target on her back.
Gizelle and Ashley knew about the rumors surrounding Juan all last season and never brought him up.
Like, I wanted to eat my shoe. I was like flabbergasted. And I felt
She was flabbergasted, y'all.
bamboozled.
You did.
Yes, which I said to you. Like,
Yes.
I felt like, how can you all carry this fake story about Chris across the United States and back
Across the United States and back.
when you know that there is a real scandal afoot in Potomac?
A scandal afoot. There was thieves in the temple and thieves running amok in the palace. Shout out to Mama D. Now, this is what Ashley had to say. Keep in mind, guys, as we're listening to this, anything that is being talked about in Potomac preseason, or technically they're in season now, is always about Ron and Robyn. That tells you everything you need to know. Shout out to All True T. She keeps her ears to the street. Follow her on Instagram. She got this. She got a hold of this. Ashley talking about it.
Just tell me what you really feel about Juan. Jesus. Oh, wow. I take it you don't like it. Okay. You know, they've been together since Robyn was like 14 or something like that. And Robyn is now, I think, like 44. Maybe. That's a long ass time. Okay. So, me personally, it's not a situation I would stay in, but I don't think Robyn is leaving for the foreseeable future. That's just, you know, they're married. So I'm gonna just let
Dry.
that
What is she doing? I know she was doing some tour, but what is she like doing, y'all? What is this? The crowd didn't seem too interactive. What is going on? Everybody can't be the grand dame or even Countess and friends. Sometimes, you know, stick to TikTok, Ashley. Stick to TikTok. And when she said, you know, it's not something you would stay in, we know what you would stay in. Anyway, tell me, are you guys surprised that they're bringing everybody back or not? I'm technically not surprised, but, you know, Potomac is one of my favorite franchises. So I will be here no matter what iteration of cast they have. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you feel like Robyn deserves a spot after all of the, I don't know, what would you call that? Hullabaloo? That's what my grandma would have called it, that she caused after the season ended. Super smart. I'm rethinking everything that I had said. I don't think any of it was an accident. Technically, Robyn was the one who, even when the Canadian alleged mistress got exposed, Robyn was technically the one who gave us all of the breadcrumbs to find her. The woman had said, "Here I am," and I just happened to be the person who said, "Okay, here you are." So I did a video on it. So I actually linked the video where I exposed everything that the woman had said on the Jasmine brand and her picture. She said it was me. She raised her hand on a blog and said, "Here I am." And Robyn told us point blank how to find her. So you got found. So like this video, I will link that video at the end of this one, and I will see you guys later. As soon as some more hot topics pop up, you'll find me. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. We're doing a lot of fun things on this channel, and we are connecting the dots. So I will see you guys later.